This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, cool. So firstly, I would like to know who are all having IT background and who are all not having IT background. So can you people raise your hands? I mean, there is option to raise hand, right? Or you can type in the comment box, so I can get to know from where I should start. In the comments, you can type. Please type IT, non-IT. Okay. I think somebody has joined the meeting now. So I think Sureka. So Sureka, please type in the comment box that if you are an IT or non-IT. Okay. I'll give 1 more minute for this activity. Okay. So some people are not typing. I think 5 people are remaining. Okay, that's okay. So out of the comments I received, 60 to 70% of them are from non-IT and almost 40% is from IT. Okay, so let me start considering everybody here. Okay. All right. All right. So I think I would like to start from what is software testing. Okay. I think so that is the relevant thing which I want to do, because many non-IT guys also here. So taking into consideration, I'll start from here. All right. Guys, first of all, what is a software? Right. Software is a set of instructions or a data or a programs used to operate computers to perform specific tasks. So this is what we call it as a software. Okay. So for example, you are having Windows OS, Mac OS, any antiviruses, and our Flipkart application, WhatsApp, Facebook, all these kind of applications are called softwares basically. Okay. So the back end of the software is having some instructions to perform. Okay. Some instructions means some coding, some programming will be there for any software, right? So that is, we call it as software. Next. So in the software architecture, there are two major things called development and testing. Okay. So in the development, okay, so the developers will come into picture, software developers. Okay. So the developers will write any coding language, any Java, Python, C++, C Sharp, .NET. Okay. Many languages are there, COBOL. Okay. So for that matter. Okay. So using all these programming languages, so the developer will write a code and develop the application in the sense, say for example, any Flipkart. uh, did you started meeting? Yeah. Somebody messaged me that did you start the session? Guys, are you able to hear me?
Yes,
Anybody
yes,
can?
Yes, I can hear you.
yes,
Okay, fine. Then no issue. Nothing from my side. My voice is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Super, super. Thank you. All right. Now, so that is what the development is. When coming to testing, there are two types of testing here. Okay, manual testing and automation testing. Okay, so as I'm explaining you regarding the testing, automation testing using Tosca today, I want to start with what is testing, right? What is testing? Software testing is a method of finding errors in any software application or program so that the application functions according to the requirement from the client, right? So it is like we have to find our job, our software tester's job is to find the errors or bugs in any application, software application, right? Using any technique like manual testing or automation testing. Okay, so that is, we call it as software testing. And here, who can do a software testing, right? So anybody, for my out of my experience, I can say anybody who is having logical or analytical thinking. Okay, so who is having a good command in the language. Okay, so language in the sense in English language, or yeah, in English, right? Any degree holder, okay, any degree holder can do the testing. Okay, so it is not like only BTech or MTech, BE, ME guys should do testing. It is not like that. Okay, so any degree holder who is having a good analytical, logical thinking capacity, okay, so they can also do the testing. Okay, so for that matter, good presentation skills and logical thinking skills is required. Okay, I'm not telling that it is not at all required. Nothing is required for a tester. Okay, so at least a logical thinking is required. Okay, so some command in testing is required, presentation skills is required. See, basically what is testing means in layman words, what I can say for example, for anything in general, test that person, right? So by asking some questions in any interview, by asking some questions, the interviewer will do some calculations in his mind, or will this person fit for this job or not, right? So that is called one type of testing. So like that, some logical thinking should be there. Okay, so I think I will explain you those things later, right? And coming to manual testing and automation testing, what is the difference? Okay, so manual testing means performing the testing activity using human efforts. Okay, so manually doing the testing is called manual testing using the human efforts, right? Any person, say for example myself, Vinay will do the application testing. Okay, say for example there is a application, I will open one application called demo web shop only. Okay, so this is a demo application given from Tricentis. Okay, Tricentis is the parent company of Tosca. Okay, Tricentis developed Tosca. Okay, and this application, I want to do any manual testing activity. Okay, see, for manual testing in the sense, see, I want to open the this application. I want to verify few things. I want to log in, right? So I want to click on login. I want to give email ID, password, and click on login. Okay, for any manual activity, manual testing, okay, a manual tester should write a test case, in any Excel sheet, right? So like this, it will be like this. Okay, so firstly, you can see here, there will be a test scenario. Verify on entering email ID, valid email and password, the customer can log in. Okay, this is the scenario. Test scenario is this one. Okay, now the manual tester's job is to test this functionality. So the manual tester should write these test steps in an Excel. Okay, in the Excel. See,
అంటే వాళ్ళకి చెప్తారు.
if anybody is not speaking, please go on mute. Okay, thank you. All right, now see, I want to test this demo web shop application. Okay, so as a manual tester, I want to write some steps here. See, step details is this column, expected results, actual results, and if that is passed or failed. Okay, so for now I will delete these things. All right. Now guys, see, firstly, what is the first step? Open this link, http demo-webshop.triscientist.com. Okay, so the expected result is site should open. Okay, now as a manual tester, I'll go here and in the login, I'll give this demo webshop, dot triscientist.com. So I will type this one, I'll click on enter. Oh yeah, I am able to see this application, right? Okay, good. So see, the expected result is site should open. Yes, it is open. So the actual result is where we have to write whatever we found out, whatever we found here, right? So yes, that is opening. So I will write it as expected. Okay. So even I will delete this now and see. After testing only we have to fill the actual result. Now what I will do, as expected. Okay, I will write the actual result. Now what is my second step? Click on login. Click on login, right? See, I want to click, see some of the links are here, right? So I want to click on this login. Okay, see, after clicking on login, what should be the expected result? Login page should open, right? See, oh yeah, this is the login page. We have this email field, password field. So this is the login page. Yeah, now I will go here and I will mark it as expected. Okay, what is my second step? Third step, enter email ID and password. Okay, now I will enter my email ID. Vinay I have already created at test.com. Vinay at test.com and password. I will enter my password. Okay, see, enter email ID and password. You should be able to enter. Yeah, I am able to enter, right? See, I am able to see Vinay at test.com and my password, right? So now this is also as expected, and see one more column. I forgot to fill this column. This column says whether the step is paused or failed or not executed or suspended, something like that. See, this is passed, right? This is passed, right? And even this is passed. This is passed because that is as expected. See, expected result and the actual result are same. Okay, so it is passed. Now what is my fourth step? Step number 4 is click on login. I want to click on this login. Yeah, I clicked. And what is the expected here? Login should happen. Oh yeah, see here, Vinay at test.com now. Right. So I can consider now manually. So login is working. So I will put it as expected. Okay, and I will mark this as pass. Now, what is my fifth step? Click on logout. Okay, click on logout. See, there is a logout button here. I want to click here. Now see here, my name is not there. Vinay is not there. Instead of that, it is register. So I can consider that my logout is also successful. Right? So I can mark it as expected, and even this step is pass. Okay, and the sixth step is close browser. Browser should be closed. Right? I will come here, close the browser. Okay, see, I closed and it got closed as expected. Okay, and even this is pass. Right, guys? So this is how a manual tester will perform his manual activity, manual testing activity. Okay, so this is a simple test case. Okay, so he can do. Right, now coming back to our PPT here. So this is how a manual testing will be performed. Okay, in some projects, some tools, test management tools will be there like HP, ALM, or Qtest. Okay, using those tools, these test cases will be written. Here we are writing it in Excel, right? So there they will write it in their tools, but usually it will be like this only. Okay, now how an automation testing will be done. See, automation testing means doing the testing or performing the testing with the use of a tool, machine or a tool. Here in our case, we are using Tosca as our tool for automation effort, for automation testing effort. Okay. Now, we will be discussing how we will be doing the automation testing in detail. Okay. But for now, let me break you through these things, like what is the difference between manual testing and automation testing. Okay. Like, guys, now coming to here, what are the limitations? Okay, limitations of manual testing. See, guys, when you are doing any manual testing activity, see, I open any what application? I'll open Amazon. If I want to perform manual testing activity on this application, Amazon application, see, there are n number of elements here, UI elements, these are called as, right? So if I want to test for these elements, it will be hectic if I do manually, right? So I will tell you what are the limitations, right? Manual testing is very slow, first of all. Okay, and it is costly also. Why manual testing is slow? Because humans are performing the testing. Okay, any resource will perform the testing activity here. Okay, for our daily regression testing activities. Okay, the regression testing means one type of testing. Okay, so that we will do in every application release things when you go to a project. Okay, so that is very hectic. Okay, the manual testing, and it is slow, and even it is costly. Okay, because see, in this application, Amazon application, if you want to automate everything, see the best sellers, you want to test whether this functionality is working fine or not. See, some books I have ordered, so if I want to check all, if I want to test all these books, the cost, the name, the stars, the number of users, the ratings, everything I want to test here. If I do it manually, it takes a lot of time, so that is slow, and the effort is costly. Many number of resources will be required for testing. More number of resources means the testers. More number of testers, I will put this. Okay, more number of testers are required to perform manual testing activity for any application, right? And testing with large amount of test data is not possible, I can say, right? So test data means, see guys, I was explaining here in the manual testing what is test data means. See guys, there is a column called test data. We used vinay at test.com for email, and this QWERTY for password, right? So that is the test data we have used for our demo web shop application, right? For this demo web shop. Okay, so I clicked on this login. After I click on this login, I gave Vinay, right? So this email and password. So that we call it as test data. Okay. So when I come here, if you have large amount of test data for any application, say for example this Amazon application only. Okay. If you have large amount of test data, okay, the manual testing activity is very hectic. Okay, so that is one limitation. And if a human being is performing manual testing activity, there are more chances that human tendency errors, like, so that is the tendency of any human, like we will make mistakes, right? We will make mistakes often, right? So it causes some errors, right? So some errors, we may not find those errors, and we will push the code, so it will cause some problems, right? So, and hectic to do repeated testing, right? So some functionalities of the application should be done, should be tested repeatedly. Okay, so even that is hectic in manual testing activity, right? So these are the limitations of manual testing. Okay, and coming to the advantages of automation testing. Okay, see, that is time saving. Okay, first of all, see how it is time saving means, to do any testing activity here, if the functionality is tested manually, it takes 1 minute. Okay, say for example, if it takes 1 minute, the same testing for using automation testing takes 10 seconds. Okay, so we are saving time there. Okay, so that is time saving, and it is cost effective in long run. Okay, when you are doing a manual testing, okay, a resource is required, a tester is required for every testing. Okay, but in automation the resource is not required. If you once you develop the scripts, you can run it whether the resource is available or not, that script will run by itself, right? So that is cost effective, and the testing results are accurate in automation. Okay, there are no chances of human tendency errors, so it is very accurate results we will get in automation testing. Okay, less number of resources are required. Less number of resources means the testers, okay, to do automation testing, can handle large amount of test data. So automation testing is feasible to do the testing activity when there is large amount of test data, and tests can be done repeatedly with cost effective manner. When some tests want to do repeatedly, okay, many times we want to do the same testing activity, right? So at the time we use automation testing, right guys? So in automation testing, okay, some tools are available in the market. Okay, many tools for that matter, but these tools are famous: Selenium, UFT, and Tosca. Okay, for that matter, many tools like Test Complete is there. Okay, so many different frameworks are present, but these are all famous now. I just want to explain you what are the differences now, right? So Selenium, voice is not getting, guys, is my voice audible? Somebody messaged me that voice is not audible.
It's audible.
It's audible.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so these are the different tools, you know. So I just want to make the differences between these tools. So Selenium is a open source, like coming to the license matter, so it is a open source. We don't want to avail any license for this Selenium. Okay, but for UFT and Tosca, these two are licensed tools. Okay, and coding, coming to the coding part, Selenium is completely based on coding. Any Java or Python, JavaScript, okay, so is compulsory. You must know programming, otherwise Selenium is not for you. Okay, and UFT, for UFT also you should know VB script, and for our Tosca there is no coding is required, it's 0% coding. Okay, and Selenium supports only web applications, guys. Okay, only web applications. It doesn't support any other type of applications like desktop applications, mainframes applications. Okay, it doesn't support. UFT, it supports web applications and desktop applications, but it does not support other types of applications. Okay, like mainframes and Hadoop, those kind of SAP, Salesforce. Now Tosca, it supports any application coming to that matter, right? It supports 100+ different technologies, guys. Okay, so Tosca is gaining its market share from past 2 to 3 years, right? So that is why even the medium companies are started using Tosca now. Why? Because the cost, the license cost of Tosca is reduced nowadays. Initially it was very high. Tosca license cost was very high. Now from 2020 they have reduced the cost. So many companies, not only the large companies, many medium scale companies are also incorporating Tosca for their testing activities, automation testing activities. Okay, see, for Selenium there is no cost because that is a open source. Okay, and for UFT there is a little cost, Okay, but UFT, it doesn't exist now. What I can say is, guys, okay, so now it is losing its market share now. Okay, but when 10 years back, I think so, UFT was in full boom, right? So now it's time of Tosca. From 2 years, Tosca was present from past 9 years, guys. 2013 Tosca came into picture from 2019. Okay, so from the past 9 years, it was there in market. But you people may ask why we were not knowing, why many automation testers or manual testers in many major companies were not knowing about Tosca from past 9 years. Why? Because Tosca was having high cost at that time. Okay, only major companies like Accenture, Wipro, TCS, Infosys, only those people were having, okay, the Tosca, because they can afford the cost. But now from 2020 they have reduced the cost, okay, from to moderate cost. Now many major small companies are also incorporating Tosca to their testing activities. Now you can put your resume, I mean Tosca resume in Naukri, okay, and you can just check how the calls are. Okay, so you will get many calls. Okay, so that is the value of Tosca in automation market now. Okay, all right. So let me go to the introduction of Tosca now, guys. Right. So Tosca, so for a technical explanation, I can say it is a testing tool to provide model based. So I will highlight this to guys. It is model based and risk based. Okay, model based and risk based automation testing tool. Okay, it supports most commonly used technologies in software developers, in software development and enterprise applications, in order to perform all necessary end-to-end. See, I will highlight this also, end-to-end tests. Okay, not only a simple test, from the beginning, from end to end. Like, see, if I open Amazon, okay, from opening the application, to test all the functionalities available in this application, including the API, DB, API testing, database testing. Okay, those things it will cover. So I can say end-to-end testing activities can be performed in Tosca. Okay, so how Tricentis tool, Tosca tool, helps in automation testing? See, Tosca is one of the best scriptless, I want to highlight this, scriptless test automation tools, which allows to automate all desktop, I will go to web first, web, desktop, mobile applications, and many more, applications like mainframes, SAP applications, Salesforce applications, Hadoop applications, for that matter, what not. Tosca supports 100 plus different technologies, guys. Okay, it has good capabilities for auto generating data as per your test cases. So this is one of the functionalities. See, if you have large amount of test data, how will you test? Tosca will ease that matter. Okay, so it will help you in testing the large amounts of test data. Okay, all right. So jumping slightly towards Tosca tool. So I have covered all the general topics till now, and I want to jump towards the tool specific demo now. Okay, so firstly I will take 5 to 10 minutes to explain these slides. Okay, so and then I will kick on to a live demo, like I will create a automation test case. Okay, I have got some comments. I will, how many years of experience required to get a job? Okay, okay, I will answer these questions later, Naveen Kumar. Okay, so another person is saying my voice is breaking in middle. Is that true? Hello.
No,
Yes,
everything
sir.
is good.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
No, sir.
Okay, it's clear. Fine, no issues. All right. Now, guys, see, Tosca. Our Tosca will look like this, guys. Okay, the look and feel of our Tosca will be like this. Okay, and see, I will call this as a tree view. Okay, and this as a details view, and here ready is coming, right? This is a status bar. This is a properties pane. These are all the tabs. These are the menus. This is the title bar. Okay, now you will be having test planning. See here, test cases, modules, requirements, test cases, execution, issues, configurations, test planning you have. So the test planning activity will be used by test managers or leads. Okay, firstly I will show the application directly here, guys. See, so I have opened my Tosca already. So this is my Tosca. Okay, so this section, see, I will call this section as tree view. Okay, see, this is like a tree. It looks like a tree. If you go on expanding, it comes as a tree. Okay, and this I call it as a details section. Okay, and see, there is a small arrow here. If you click on this, see, if you expand, this is the properties section, properties of this, right? And this is the status. Ready is showing here, right? It is status. These are all the menus, and here it is title. Okay, so this is how you look. These are all the sections, different sections in Tosca: test cases, modules, requirements, test case design, execution, issues, configurations, test planning, right? See, guys, right? Now, see, I will explain these different sections present here in the PPT. Okay, see, so what test planning? See, you see the test planning here, right? What this test planning is used for? This will be used by our test leads or test managers, okay, to create any sessions, to allocate the tasks to the testers. Okay, so they can create more testers. Whatever number of testers they have in their team, they will create the testers and assign the tasks. And requirement gathering, see, there is a section called requirements. In this section, it will be used to create the requirements. You will get the requirements from the client, right? So you can create the requirements there and create the weights. Okay, create the priority of the requirement so that you will get to know which requirement you can automate first. Okay, now test case design. Here, this is test case design. As I was telling, Tosca will be able to handle large amounts of test data, right? So this test case design section will help you to handle the large amount of test data. Okay, and test object identification. So this you will come to know when you do a scan in this modules section. Okay, so I will right click and scan any application. You will get this window. Using this window, you will capture the objects. Okay, and custom modules are engines. Okay, so these custom modules will come here in the modules section, where you can perform some operations using those modules. Okay, so just a high level explanation I am giving you guys. In-depth explanation I will give you in my classes. Okay, test scripting. Test scripting means in this test case section, this is the section, okay, where we actually develop, where we actually write our test cases, automation test cases. We will use the recovery scenarios, reusable blocks, loops, conditions, okay, all those things. And test execution, execution section, this is the section where we actually run our test cases. Okay, we write our test cases here using the modules. We write our test cases here, and using these test cases, we run these test cases in the execution section. Okay, and we will get the reports, execution results, execution reports. We will fetch it from here. And there is a reporting. Okay, Tosca reports. We should get the reports, right? So that section we will get in the report section. There will be one more section when you go to a licensed one. Okay, so in that section you will get the Tosca reports and defect management. See, in this issues section you can log any defect. See, you are a tester, right? Automation test engineer. What is the purpose of testing an application? To find out any defects or issues or bugs, right? So if you find any issues in the application in the sense, say for example this Amazon application, if you are testing Amazon application, if you find any issues, you will log those issues here in this section. Okay, now, and test suite maintenance. Okay, so there is a TQL section called here, guys. There is a TQL section. See, if you click on this search, okay, so this is a TQL section. So if you want to manage any scripts, okay, if you want to search for anything, simple search, okay, TQL search, okay, so you will use this section, okay, for the test suite management. And test data management, guys, in some banking applications, okay, so you won't get the access to their database because they will be having some confidential data in their database. At that time you can create your own database. Okay, so that will be given by using this test data management. Okay, see, in this section you will be having that test data management. Okay, see, okay, so here you can create a schema. There you will get to know how to deal with this test data management. Okay, and what are the different types of testing supported by Tosca, guys? As I said, it supports 100 plus different technologies. Okay, 100 plus different technologies, out of which web application testing, SAP, Siebel, Windows, Power Builder, mainframes, whatnot. It supports many applications, guys. Okay, and see, it supports database testing, it supports web services, means API testing, it supports cross browser testing. You can test the same testing in different browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Opera, all those things, Internet Explorer. See, you can test the mobile applications. You can do load testing. See, what is load testing, guys? In you people might be knowing Hotstar, right? If India Pakistan match happens, how many number of users will be using Hotstar to see the India Pakistan match? You don't know, nobody knows, right? So to do that load testing, we use this load testing activity. Even Tosca supports that load testing activity. Earlier Flood was a tool used for load testing. Now that Flood is incorporated by Tosca. Okay, that Flood company is incorporated by Tosca now, and it supports the exploratory testing also, right, guys? Okay, so I think this is the slides explanation, okay, for today. And let me show you the basic demo of one test case in using a demo application, demo web shop application. See, I will open this manual test case only. See, guys, manual test case only. By seeing this manual test case, you have to develop your automation script using Tosca. What is your first step in automation? This one. Open this URL, correct? Go to Tosca. Okay, in test case section, guys. So I will right click here, create a folder. Okay, in this folder, I will rename this folder to demo. In this demo, I will create a right click. See, you can create a test case. This test case, guys, just see how simple it is. Everything in clicks, that's it. You don't want to write any single line of code here to write any test case. Okay, say I will write demo web shop login and logout. Okay, so this is the name of the test case I'm giving, right? What is the first step? Open HTTP this URL, right? So I will copy this URL and See, if you want to do manual testing, you'll go to browser, you will paste the URL here, enter. Okay, so you will be able to see this page. Then you come here, you enter these fields. Oh, this is as expected, site is opening, this is passed. Okay, so manually you will do like that. But in automation, using Tosca, how will you do it? Right? In this modules section, to open the URL, you will be having, a module, guys. See, this standard modules folder will be coming by default when you install Tosca. Okay, when you create a workspace or when you install Tosca, this standard module section will come by default. You don't want to create it separately. Okay, don't worry. See, whatever generally using modules, those will be present here. Okay, see here in HTML, see there is an open URL module. See, I will drag this. See, guys, I will drag this module to test case section. I'll put it in the test case, our test case, demo webshop login and logout. See, this open URL test case is having, see, this test step is having, see, URL space URL, right? See, I will paste that URL which I copied from the Excel. See, I pasted it here. That's it, guys. You are done. Right now, if you run this, see, right click and run in Scratchbook, right? So your http demo webshop.triscientist.com URL will open. Okay, firstly I will close this one. It is already open, right? I will close this. Now I will go to Tosca, run this one, right click. See, I am running the test step, guys. This is the test case, this is the test step. Right click, run in Scratchbook, means execute. See, it is verifying the required license. It will first verify the license. If my Tosca is having the good license or not, it will verify. And it will open the demo webshop.triscientist.com. See, in Microsoft Edge, see, it is my default browser is Edge, guys. Okay, so in Edge it is opening. Okay, so I want it in Chrome. If I want it in Chrome, what should I do? I go here. That's okay for now. Let it be in Edge only. Okay, we will test it in Edge browser only, no problem. Okay, now see, guys, open this one. This is done. Now its site is open. Okay, now what you should do, you should click on login, right? To click on login, to click on this login, you have to create a module. You have to create a module. I will show you how to create a module. Go to modules section. That is a user specific module. See, I have created a demo webshop folder. See, right click, create a folder. Okay, I have already created and renamed, so I will delete this one. Okay, see, in the web shop, I will right click, scan application. Okay, where is your application? See, guys, you have list of applications which are opened in your system laptop. Okay, see, this is your demo web shop application, right? So I will select this one and click on this scan. What is this scan doing? This scan will take all the objects. Objects means, see, in this there are the objects. See, this is the image, this is the label. Okay, this is the text box, this is the link. Okay, we call it as link. This is the text box. We can type something here. Okay, and this is the button. Search is the button. Okay, so like that. Okay, so all these objects, books, computers, electronics, apparels, everything it will capture. See, out of which I want this login, guys. See, register login. I will click on this login. See, select this login. Okay, now I will save this one. See, module saved successfully. So I will close this. Now go to Tosca demo web shop. See, I will drag this one. See, this module is created now, right? Module is created with demo web shop login. I will drag this one to test cases. I'll put it here in the test case. Now this will become the test step. We have the login here. What you have to do on login? You want to click. See this drop down. Select click. That's it. In the action mode, it will be by default input. Now I will run this one. Right click and run. See, now it will go and click on that login. Observe. See, it is going and clicking on that login, right? After that, see, our second step is done. Now enter email ID and password, right? Enter email and password. See, this is the scratchbook, the result. Okay, so you are clicking on this demo web shop login. Okay, this is the result. What is the third step? You want to enter email ID and password. To do that, you go to modules and scan that page again. See, click on this demo web shop folder, right click, scan application. Okay. Application. See, this is our demo web shop application. You can select this and click on scan. See here, which items you want? This email ID, email text box, password text box, and you want to click on this login also, right? See, your fourth step is click on login, right? So I will select email, password, and login at a time. See, open the application, this X scan window. Okay, see here, you go on searching here. See, there is something here. See here, if you come here, there is email text box, right? Select this one. See, if you want to know which item is this one, you can click highlight. See guys, this is highlighting here in the application. Okay, I will explain you all those things in detail in our class. So for the demo section, so I am explaining the things whichever is required. And see this password. See, this is the password. I'll select this one and login. See, this is the button. Login. Login. So I will save this one. Module saved successfully. So I will close this. Now go to Tosca. See this one, demo web shop dot login. I will drag this one to test cases. In the test case section, I will put it this one. Yeah. In the email, see email. What is the email? Vinay at test.com is my email, and my password I will give. Okay, see, password will get encrypted. This data type is password here, and see guys, I am giving this login, entering this email and password. Okay, and I will click on login. I will do both the steps at a time. Okay, that is the beauty of automation in Tosca. See, I will give click here. Now I will run this, right click and run. See, login. See, it logged in, right? Now we have automated click till the fourth step. What is the next step? Okay, we have to click on logout. Okay, so before clicking on logout, guys, see in the Excel, click on logout. See, this login should happen is there, right? Expected result. in automation, how will you know if the login is opened or not? See, you are performing this operation Vinay at test.com password login. Okay, you are performing, right? But how will you know whether this is logging in or not, right? So for that matter, you have to verify something here which makes sure that you logged into Vinay. So for that matter, you have to verify this one, Vinay at test.com is present here or not, right? So now I will scan this again. Go to modules, scan application. See this one, scan. Okay, see there is Vinay. Okay, and I will take logout also because the next step is click on logout. So I will take this logout also. Okay, and I will save this one and close. Now go to Tosca, drag this module, okay, to test cases, put it here in the test case, right? Now see, I will verify this one using this drop down. I will click here, I'll select exists equal to true. In the action mode, I will select, see, you have input, verify, buffer. By default it will be input, but I'll select verify because I want to verify whether Vinay at test.com is present, Vinay at test.com is present here or not, so that I will confirm that a login happened successfully. Okay, now I will click on logout. After this verification, I'll click on logout. See, for that matter, now see, click on login, and login verification is happened, and then I am clicking on logout. Now I will run this one. See, it will verify and it will click on logout. See, it verified. In the backend, Tosca tool will verify the verification. Okay, we'll do the verification and it clicked on logout. Right. Now you want to verify, you should be able to log out, right? You want to verify whether you have logged out or not. Correct. For that matter, if this register is there instead of Vinay, if this register is there, then you can assume that you have logged out successfully. For that matter, I will scan it again. Guys, it is not that you have to scan these many times. If you know your test case well, you can scan once and capture all the items required for the test case. Okay, then you can proceed with the test case. Okay, but for demo, I want to explain you clearly. Okay, so I am scanning it again and again. Okay, if you scan one page one time, that is more than enough. See, I am taking this register. Okay, and I'm saving this now. Close. Now see, this register is there. Go to test cases, put it here, and I will verify this one. See, exist equal to true, and in the action mode, I'll put verify. Okay, now I will run this one. So this shows that logout happened successfully. If this register button is there, means logout happened successfully. Right. Now, after that, what is the next step? Click on logout. It happened. Close the browser. We have to close the browser, right? To close the browser, we have a standard module. In the standard module, T-box automation tools. In the T-box basic windows. Oh, where is that? See, T-box basic windows operation. Drag this one to test cases. Put it here. Okay. And in the caption, see, for this caption, what is the caption, guys? Demo web shop. This is the caption, right? So put the caption here, demo web shop. I'll put a star here. Okay, and what is the operation you have to do? See, in the drop down, close, bring to front, maximize, minimize, close. Now I will run this one. Right click, run. See, this will be closed. See, closed guys, that is closed, right? So now our manual testing, whatever we have done manually, I have done this using automation. Now, first time when I develop the script, it has taken more time to do the, to develop the script, right? Now, from now onwards, you can run this test case n number of times. So many times you can run. Okay, so you can run it from here only. Right click. See, on the test case level, I am doing a right click. You can run in Scratchbook. Okay, now I am not going to run in Scratchbook. I am going to run it in the execution list, execution section. Okay, so I am going to create a new folder for me, demo. Guys, I will take 10 more minutes. Please don't mind. Okay, so I will drag this one, this test case to execution section. I'll put it here in the demo. See, a new execution list will be created. You can also name this one demo web shop. Now I will right click on this one and run. See guys, now I am running the old test case full. Okay, so now see the time here. See, the time started here. See, the application opened in Edge browser. It is clicking on login. It will give the email ID and password. It is clicking on login. It will verify and click on logout. Okay, and it will close the browser also. See, done. Everything happened in 21 seconds. Guys, see, observe how fast our automation testing is using Tosca. Right, guys? So now see, this is our execution list. You can see the execution report here, right? So right click, expand all. See the report, whatever you have given. See, login, click on login. See, this is the email ID, password we have given. Okay, and verifications are successful. See, we are verified, right? These verifications are successful. This verification successful. Operation close has been performed, right? And what is the time taken for this one? See, we have start time and duration here. Start time is 10th of February 2022, 11 o'clock 50 seconds, right? Duration is 20 seconds, 20 seconds and 711 milliseconds. That's it, guys. See, this color, green color, makes sure that this executed successfully without any errors, without any bugs, guys. So now you can export this report. See, there is a print option. You can export this report. Okay, wait guys, I will first expand this one. Okay, expand all, then I will click on this print. Now we will get the, you can select any Adobe PDF, start. Now see, save. Now it will open the PDF report of this. It will take a minute. See, the PDF is opening now. All right. You see, guys. So this is the PDF report, right? See, executing what are all the operations you have performed, click input. So you can send this report to your managers or leads, okay, so that they can understand what exactly happened, right? All right, guys. So I think you have understood whatever is required. I hope you have understood, guys. So I am done with the demo for today regarding our Tosca tool. Okay. So I am open for the questions, guys. So please go ahead with your questions. If anybody cannot speak, I mean, if anybody are unable to speak, you can comment your questions in the comment box. Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello, hi sir, Nikhil this side.
Hi, Nikhil.
Yeah, can we do performance testing in Tosca?
Yeah, you can do the performance testing using Flood.
Okay, means it's a need to integrate it with Tosca. Yeah, it's already
It is
integrated.
already integrated with Tosca. Flood was a different, you might be knowing if you have performance testing knowledge. Flood was a different company before. Now Flood is incorporated to Tosca itself. I have already told you. Yeah, you can do performance testing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Any other question?
Hi, Vinay. This is myself, Syed Suleiman.
Hi, Suleiman.
Yeah, what is the difference between JMeter and Automate Tosca? It is JMeter also testing performance, right? Yeah, may I know difference both?
See, JMeter is used for performance testing. Huh? You know about JMeter?
Yeah, I know about that, but I don't have any experience.
I don't have the exact difference between JMeter and Tosca. As you said, JMeter is for
Yeah,
performance testing, right? So even Tosca will
yes,
do the performance testing, okay, using Flood.
yeah,
But JMeter, you might be wanting to write a code, right? But here, without code, you can achieve that.
yeah, yeah. It is also free software, right? Yeah,
Sorry.
JMeter also free software.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly difference between both. I am asking you only.
Okay, so it is not that we have to compare JMeter with Tosca, right? So JMeter is used only for performance testing, as you said, but Tosca, it supports not only performance testing. Performance testing is one of the part in Tosca. Okay, it supports UI testing like web application testing, desktop application, database application testing, API testing, SAP, whatnot, right?
Yeah,
So you cannot
yeah,
compare in that manner. Okay, JMeter will be specific to some of the testing activities. Only some testing activities you can perform, like performance testing, as you said, right? So Tosca is not confined
okay,
to
okay.
performance testing. Performance testing itself is a separate stream in testing, right? Even Tosca can perform performance testing.
Sure, sure. I got it. And may I know if I put 4 years of experience, how much package I can expect?
You can expect around 10 plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Okay. So, thank you, Vinay.
And
Thank
one
you.
more question, sir. Can you deploy code from here? Suppose if we have to integrate it with the Jenkins and Git with the Tosca, okay,
Uh-huh.
and then
See,
is it possible?
there is no code, first of all, to deploy. Okay. So,
Okay.
but as your basic question is, can we integrate Tosca with our CI/CD? Correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, we can integrate Tosca with Jenkins. We can do CI/CD testing, continuous integration, continuous deployment. We can do it.
Okay, 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 okay. And sir, can you give us support for clearing certifications?
Certifications, yeah. See, automation specialist level 1 and level 2 support I can give.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so the assistance, whatever is required, so I will give. If you want more help, contact me offline. Okay, Naveen is asking how many years of experience we want. So you can put more than 1.5 or 2 years, Naveen.
Yeah, hi Vinay. Naveen here.
Hi, Naveen.
So like you said, like 1+ year of experience is required to get a job into the market, right? In Tosca.
Yeah.
So as I said you in the earlier class, I was in a non-IT domain. So I'm just planning to move to IT.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you can learn. Okay, you can learn in 1 or 2 months. Okay, Tosca, whatever I teach, you learn it. Okay, I'll give some assignments so that you will be molded to a person who is having 1+ years of experience. In fact, more than that.
okay. So minimum 1.5 year experience is required, like is minimum to get a job into the market.
Yeah, because without any see, if you want to get a job in Tosca, you want to attend a interview on Tosca, right? So they will ask you questions. If you want to answer, you need some experience, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So by keeping this like 1.5 year of experience, how much package we can expect in the market?
See, if you put only 1.5 years of experience, you can expect around 5+.
Okay.
Yeah.
And last question, Vinay, like, how will be that job marketing activity in for Tosca compared to other testings?
What is the?
What is the ratio of getting Tosca job compared to other testings like Selenium or QTP
Right. Guys,
on a
as
sales
I
force?
2020, many small companies are also moving their automation to Tosca. Okay, so there are high chances that you get a job in Tosca automation testing. Okay, because there are many calls now. See, if you put your resume in Tosca, I mean in Naukri, right? Tosca resume in Naukri, you will get many calls. Okay, the only thing is you should be having some knowledge on Tosca. That's it. If you have a fair enough knowledge, then you will be the hot cake in the market for automation testing using Tosca.
Okay, it is irrespective of experience.
I think two people are speaking. Anyone can
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, my question is like it's irrespective of years of experience. If we have good like knowledge and on technology, we can get in the job you're saying, right?
Yeah, see, you have to project yourself. That's it.
Yes. Okay. And last question, like, does it require certification to get the job?
Yes, see, there are 2 certifications. Okay, there are actually more than 10 certifications available. Okay, but it is required to do 2 certifications initially: automation specialist level 1, automation specialist level 2. Okay, I will give you the assistance in clearing those certifications.
Okay. Is it a chargeable for certification to register?
It's free.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Hello.
Hi, Sureka here.
Sureka.
Yeah, if you will continue this section, like these are the timings, or if you want to change the
Yeah,
timing.
we will consolidate the timing with everybody, okay, and we will fix the timings. Probably from morning sessions only we will keep.
Okay.
Before the class should complete before 8 p.m.
Okay.
We will
And what
consolidate.
is the API testing? May I know some little bit exactly?
Sorry.
What is the API testing?
It's application programming interface, web services. There is a separate section in software. I mean, so before the development of the application, UI application, interface will be created. Okay, that we call it as application interface web service. Okay, so if you want to before the UI is developed. Okay, even I will cover that. API
Okay.
testing. Okay. So it will be my course will be around 25 hours. Okay, so if you cooperate, covering between 20 to 25 hours.
Like if you will take the classes in the morning session, it will be useful to me because I have to work from 11 to 8 in the morning.
7 to 8.
And I am doing on manual testing right now.
Okay, sure. Sure, we will consolidate the timings probably from 9 to 12. 9 to 12 within that time I will keep. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
The maximum will be from 10 to 11. 10 to 11 will be the maximum time I will take, but I will still consolidate.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? So if you people are grasping the concept soon, so I can cover it between 20 to 25 classes. Otherwise, it may extend more than 25 classes also, guys. Okay, it all depends how we learn. Okay. Yeah. So I think I have to share you the course content also, right? So
Hello.
yeah, here it is. No. So I'll be covering web application testing and desktop application testing, API testing, and DB testing scenarios. Okay, and I'll cover all the different sections available. Okay, the requirements, test case, modules, test cases, execution. Okay, issues section. Mm. Money is asking me, will you share the recording of the classes? Yes, I will share the recording of the classes every day. Okay, so a good configuration PC, what are the prerequisites for a learner? Okay, a good configuration PC is required. Okay, so if you have the knowledge in testing, well and good. Otherwise, don't worry, I will help you people. Okay, course duration, so in an average I'll put for 25 hours. It may decrease 2 or 3 hours, or it may increase for 2 or 3 hours, and the description is here. So my session is full of practical. Okay, there will be no theory concepts at all. Whatever is required, I will explain the theory. Otherwise, it will be mostly on the live practical sessions only. Okay, so I will cover all these things, guys. Okay, introduction, recordings, how we record, the requirements, test case design, module execution issues, data driven using test cases, API database testing. Okay, and regarding the Tosca tool, so I will explain these concepts. Okay, and in requirement section I'll cover these, and test case section I'll cover these, module section I'll cover these, test case part 1, part 2. So in fact I'll cover whatever is required. Okay, not only these, whatever is noted here, not only these. Okay, so I will cover whatever is required for you people to cover to clear automation specialist level 1 and level 2 trainings. Okay, and more than that. Okay, so you will gain a good amount of knowledge, I will assure you that, and I will give you the good support in learning. Okay. Fine. So I think I am good. So if I want to take any questions, so I am open to questions still. Otherwise, we will disconnect.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm just doing a model-based automation. Is a curiosity test model is similar with Tosca and drag and
Okay.
drop and all model-based. Can I drop on resume? I have experience in a Tosca.
You are telling. What are you telling? I did not get that correctly.
I have experience in model-based automation. It's a curiosity
Okay.
test modeler. Okay.
Okay.
It's too much similar with the Tosca.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. In that case, okay. So complete at least half of the training here. Okay.
Okay.
Then you go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
So just would like to know like, how to like download the tool and how to practice from our end.
Yeah, I will tell you. I will explain you how to register yourself in Tricentis. Okay, how to
Okay.
download the software, and how to gain the license as a trial license, or
Okay.
the the training license, I can say. Okay, so I will help you in all, in the documentation part, all those things. Don't worry. Okay, so I'll be helping you. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, right. So if you have any other questions, please contact me or drop a note in the group. Okay, sure. Thank you, guys.
Sure.
Thanks
Yeah.
all for joining. This was a wonderful session with you guys. Thank you one and all. Bye.
Thank you, Vinay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.